And the problem is Devin Williams can't get anybody out. And the power of Devin Williams and the excitement of the trade as we close in on the end of April is such that you can't give him the ball at the end of the game. And so what the Yankees have done is they have, quote unquote, removed Devin Williams from the closer's role. They're going to give the majority of the save work to Luke Weaver. And Aaron Boone, 4869. And Aaron Boone's theory, while he's telling you that it's an I, we always asked our managers to use we. We always would use we. Aaron Boone did not make this decision without the approval of Brian Cashman and without the understanding and approval of Hal Steinbrenner. There is zero chance. There is zero chance Aaron Boone woke up and announced to the media that Devin Williams was not going to be the closer, and Cashman and Steinbrenner opened their paper in front of with coffee and a schmear and said, oh, I guess we're going with that. We're going with Weaver. No. So it's we. So I'm going to change his line because he said for right now, I'm going to take him out of that role, and I'm going to read it for right now. We are going to take him out of that role. And he said that we think it's best for everyone that we pull him out of the role and try and start building some good rhythm and confidence and momentum and fully expect him to be a central figure for us moving forward. This is a Tuesday, folks. When you have a player who's not performing, you give him way more opportunity when it's a player you've spent capital on to acquire or a player who you've signed as a free agent. If it's a minor league invite who made your team and they get off to a bad start, designate him, send him out, forget it. No one cares. A way shorter string when you do not have pedigree or you do not have investment by the people in the front office. Devin Williams got to the point where there was nothing anyone could do to save him anymore. When your ERA is over 11 and you've made 10 appearances on the season, you are not going to stay in the role. There's two choices you have when you're going to demote a closer who was not a closer by committee and he was not someone you put in there because of injury. The two choices are, one, you trade and release the player. Too early to do that. It's April. Two, you put the player on the injured list. Very common. The Mets got in trouble for it, but it's called the Phantom Disabled List, now called the Phantom Injured List. You say the player has a back issue, has a little tightness, and we're going to put him on the injured list. You do it because you want the player to not be criticized for losing his role, but you don't want to pitch him in that role anymore. And so you're trying to save him some PR, even though it doesn't work, because people in the media know or former executives know exactly why these things get done. So it isn't as effective as it used to be, putting a player on the Phantom Injured List. The third option, I said there were two. Obviously, the third option is what we saw today, which is we're going to move him out of high leverage. We're going to put Devin Williams in a place where he can't hurt us too much. If we're up or down 6 runs, we're going to get him an inning. And what we say inside the manager's room is, if he can just get a clean inning or two, get his confidence back, we'll then increase his leverage, put him in the 7th inning of a close game. Then we'll put him in the 8th inning of a close game, then in the 9th inning. And he'll be back to closing. And you map it out and you say to yourself, hey, we're going to give this about 2 weeks. 2 weeks is roughly how long it used to be the injured list. It was the 15-day DL. The reason I like the 2-week system is that you map sort of the number of appearances you want him to get. And Devin Williams or players like this who have lost their confidence, you do not gain confidence back in the bullpen. Many teams will mislead you, and many managers will mislead you with the following comment. They'll say, oh, he looked really good in the bullpen. He looks fresh, looks strong. He had all his pitches working for him in the bullpen. Horse hockey. It doesn't matter. We say it because we want you to feel good about your guy. We want you to feel good about our ability to feel good about our guy. So it's Devin Williams figuring things out in the bullpen? No. Devin Williams is going to get into a Yankee game soon, and you can bet your sweet bippy that it's going to be in the 6th or 7th inning of a game that's not tight. I was thinking about this with Devin Williams. Will it work? Because that's what we ask ourselves before putting a player on the injured list, is whether or not the plan of having him appear in the 6th, 7th, and 8th of not close games and working his way up over that 2 to 3 week period, will it work for Devin Williams? And I say no. Devin Williams needs to be sent out. And they're not going to demote him to the minor leagues, but he needs to go on the injured list. He needs to not be an option for Aaron Boone. The worry that the Yankees have is that Luke Weaver is not going to be able to get it done as a closer. He's been outstanding in the bullpen. He hasn't given up runs. You forgot how good Luke Weaver was. If you didn't watch the Yankees last year, then you don't remember. But nasty, nasty stuff. Very young. He's gone 14 innings. He hasn't given up a run yet. Barely any hits. 3 hits over 14 innings. But believe you me, it's different in the 9th with a lead of 1, 2, or 3 runs.